Hey, namaste. I'm Littlemsdaisha, bringing you a 25-minute beginner-friendly downward-facing dog sequence. How powerful of you to be taking it off here and now, whatever it may be. Sometimes making it to the mat is the hardest part, so let's get started. Grab 2 blocks and a belt if you have them and meet me in child's pose. Take your time to get settled. Down dog is one of those poses we often encounter in class, but hardly take the time to observe, which is a shame because it charges the entire body, adding strength to the arms and shoulders and stretching the legs. Today's theme is how you do anything is how you do everything. So make sure you are reaching your butt towards your heels, forehead on the floor. Breathe naturally. Walk your hands to the right, feeling a nice stretch in the side body. Booty reaches towards the heels and breathe. Come back to center and walk your hands to the left, making sure to press the booty towards the heels. Just breathe. Now as we come up into tabletop position, check the alignment here to see if your wrists are aligned with the shoulders and the knees aligned with the hips. From here, we're going to move into some cat-cows. So exhale as you round your back, pushing away from your mat and looking up towards your belly. And inhale, move your belly towards the mat. Look up towards the sky. And do 3 more rounds of these on your own. Okay, and now we're going to wake up the feet. So come to sit on your heels. And now lift up and tuck the toes under. Go ahead and sit back on those heels. This is a toe squat. It is an intense pose. So if you're feeling some discomfort in your knees, go ahead and slide a blanket or roll up your mat underneath your knees. And if you're feeling too much discomfort in your feet, just shift your weight forward a little bit. Go ahead and breathe here and notice what thoughts come to mind. Okay, now lean forward, cross the ankles, and slide your feet to stretch out in front of you. Staff pose. Pull your buttocks flush towards the back of your mat. Keep the spine straight and go ahead and spell out the alphabet with your ankles. We're going to roll them out after that intense toe squat. Okay, coming into a nice seated twist. Go ahead and bend the left knee, cross your foot over and place it next to the right knee. Sit up nice and tall, turn your body to the left, and hook the right elbow over your left knee. Place your left hand on the ground behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist deeper into the pose. Okay, now we're going to move into a cow face pose. So go ahead and turn to the front, keeping your foot crossed over. See if you can bend the right knee and try to stack the knees on top of one another. Get your feet in a line, and remember, perfectionism is an illusion. So just do the best that you can and ease off if you feel pain. If you're in cow face pose with me, sit up, see if you can sit up tall and lean forward, bringing the chest closer to the thighs with the hands extended in front of you. Take some breaths here. Okay, great job. Release slowly, and with the knees bent, feet on the mat, turn your windshield wipers on. Releasing any tension in the hips. And now we get to do that on the other side. So let's go ahead and bend the right knee. Cross your foot over and place it next to the left knee. Sit up nice and tall, turn your body to the right, hook the left elbow over your right knee, and place your right hand on the ground behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist deeper into the pose. Remember, inhale, deepen, exhale, soften. Come out of the mind and into the body. And from here, we're going to move into our cow face pose. So turn back to the front, keeping your foot crossed over. See if you can bend the left knee and try to stack the knees on top of one another. Get your feet in a line. Do the best that you can, but ease off if you feel pain. Sit up nice and tall, lean forward, bringing your chest closer to the thighs and hands extended in front of you. Notice the thought patterns that arise here. Good job. Now go ahead and release slowly with the knees bent, feet on the mat. Turn your windshield wipers back on. Great warm up, guys. So we're going to cross the ankles, shift them under and behind us, and come into chaturanga. Upward facing dog, hips and thighs off the floor, and up into our first downward facing dog with knees bent. So there are two ways we can check our alignment here. If you have an alignment yoga mat like mine, you can check to see if the hands and the feet are evenly distanced from the center line. If you don't have one of these mats, you can use a belt and place it along the middle of your mat and check your alignment from the belt. Spread the fingers, internally rotate the forearms, and draw the kneecaps up towards the thighs to engage the thighs. You even out the weight in the hands and the feet. And always remember to shift your weight back, lift the booty, and press the heels down. Okay, walk the feet towards the palms, spread them as wide as the mat, and turn the toes out away from you. Drop the hips low, palms together at heart center. If you need to use a block here, you can place it underneath your sit bones and sit on the block. Alright, powering through the feet, we are going to stand up, sweeping the arms above us, bringing the feet into hips width apart, raising the arms and reaching for the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Forward fold, halfway lift, hands on the mat, walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Inhale as you float the right foot up as we go into our three-legged dog variation. Bend the knee, opening up the hip, and start to make some little circles here. Little circles going forward, and then some little circles going backwards. Straighten the leg and swing the foot out to the right side. And flex the foot, making sure the hips are level, and hold it. And now take the leg back behind you. Draw the knee in towards your nose, pushing away from the mat and arching your back. Place the foot to the inside of the right hand, lowering your left foot and knee to the floor. Option to sweep the arms up, relax them on your knee, or keep them on the mat. Sink into the left hip. Straighten the front leg and walk the hands back for a yummy calf stretch. Now we're going to repeat that on the other side. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and into our downward facing dog. Inhale as you float the left foot up into three-legged dog. Bend the knee, opening the hip, and start to make little circles. Little circles forward and little circles backwards. Straighten the leg and swing your foot out to the left side, flexing the foot and making sure the hips are level. Hold it, build the power within. Go ahead and take the leg back behind you, draw the knee in towards your nose, press away from the mat and arch your back. Place the foot to the inside of the left hand, lowering your right foot to the knee, your right foot and knee to the floor. Option to sweep the arms up, put them on your knee, or keep them on the mat. Sink into your right hip. Straighten the front leg and walk the hands back for a nice calf stretch. Okay, here we can go back into the vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Spread the feet as wide as your mat and come into a wide-legged downward dog. Shift the weight of the body back and press the heels down. Breathe here. And come back to our theme, how you do anything is how you do everything. Take a moment to observe how you feel in this pose. Are you anxious to get out of it? Are you trying to correct it? Are you having thoughts in this pose that you also have off the mat? Come up on the tippy toes and remember to press your weight back. Lower back down onto the heels. Up on the tippy toes, down on the heels. Up on the tippy toes, down on the heels. And up on the tippy toes again. Hold it, building power. And as we release, take it off. Meet me in child's pose. Keeping the feet wide, lower the hips to the ground for a wide child's pose. Go ahead and hold here, breathing naturally and taking in what you've just done. Tuck the toes and press the hips back up into a downward facing dog. So, we are going to move into a revolved downward facing dog. So you're going to take the right hand to the left ankle and gaze out past your left armpit. Okay, so we're going to repeat that on the other side. So come back into child's pose and take a couple breaths here. And tuck the toes, press the hips back up into downward facing dog. And we're going to revolve it. So take the left hand to the right ankle, gazing out past your right armpit. And now we're going to come back into a wide-legged child's pose. So for our last downward facing dog, we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. We're going to practice kicking up into a handstand. If you can't do a handstand, it's okay. But remember, it's just for fun. So come up into your downward facing dog and lift the right leg. Use the left leg to jump slightly off the mat as if attempting a handstand. Don't forget to try to do this with the other side. Perfect, guys. Now take the feet out as wide as the mat, toes pointing out. Bring the hips down in between the feet, hands to heart center for your yogi squat. Thanking your body for all its hard work. So bring the feet together and wrap the arms around the legs, rolling back. Feet flat on the mat, fingertips just above the heels. Press the palms into the mat and lift your hips up for bridge pose. Slowly lower the hips. Cross the right knee over the left knee. Shift your hips to the right and lower your legs down to the left. Left hand presses the knee down. Right hand is out to the side at a 90-degree angle. Adjust the left shoulder from under you and turn your gaze past your right hand. Spinal twist on the left side. So cross your left knee over the right knee. Shift your hips to the left and lower your legs down to the right. Right hand presses the knee down. Left hand is out to the side at a 90-degree angle. Shift your right shoulder from under you and turn your gaze past your left hand. Okay, happy baby pose. So as you come to center, raise both your feet up as if you were going to sit a box on top of them. Grab your soles, ankles, or legs and pull your feet down towards the mat as if the box were getting heavy. Relax the neck and press the tailbone into the mat. You have an option to rock side to side here or stay still. Release the pose and touch the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to fall open. Hands on opposite elbows above the head. If you have some blocks, you can place them underneath the knees in your reclined butterfly pose to encourage relaxation. Don't forget to breathe. Your practice is a lens, a vision of yourself, both as you are and as you can inspire to be. The truism, how you do anything is how you do everything, echoes this yoga wisdom. Come out of the pose, legs flat on the mat, letting the feet relax, falling out to the sides. Hands relaxed by your sides for Shavasana. Treat everyone you meet with the same loving kindness as you've shown yourself. Remember, how you do anything is how you do everything. Stay here for as long as you need to and take in your entire practice. Namaste.